Happy Monday, my beautiful people. I look crazy. Anyways, I'm just here real quick. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on in just life in general, right? There's always something going on, right? But I just wanted to get on here real quick. Sometimes life is going to throw you these challenges that are very, very unexpected, but know that everything is always conspiring in your favor. Know that. I'm a 100% believer in that because of my life and how every time everything conspired with me, not against me. At the time, you always think it's against you, but in hindsight, when you look back, you're like, wow, that all happened the way it was supposed to happen for that reason. I just want to throw this message out there. I discuss this with my friends all the time about emotions. I posted something recently that said you are not your emotions, because you're not. You're not. Your emotions are simply a chemical reaction that is being triggered by a previous subconscious feeling or whatever the case. So let's say something happens that is going to trigger your anxiety or your feeling of resentment or your feeling of abandonment or whatever the case is. I'm just throwing out stuff out there, right, as examples. When all these things trigger that part, those emotions come together through a chemical reaction. It's a chemical reaction of them coming together, and then what happens is they're like these little people that what you're doing is you're feeding into what they want, right? Because then you start feeling down, and then you'll go ahead and do stuff to make you more down, right? You won't go outside. You'll just want to lay down. You won't want to talk to nobody. Those things are as if you're giving those little people like a drug. You're giving them more drugs. It's like little crackheads in there, and you're feeding them and feeding them and feeding them, and they're gonna have a field day with you if you don't take control. Because again, you are not the body. I need you to understand that you are not the body. We are inside this body, but we are not the body. So when all these things are happening, we have to learn how to say, okay, how do I center myself? How do I not let these chemical reactions, fester into, pushing more into my anxiety, my depression, my this, my that, you know what I mean? How do I shift that? How do I shift that? You have to be the observer. You have to watch your body and say, wait a minute, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to meditate for a second. I'm going to take a walk. I'm going to make myself go to the gym right now, even though I don't want to go. You have to take control. So I hope that resonates with you guys. This is just really quick. And I say this because there's just so much going on in the world. And, a lot of my friends come to me for guidance and just to be uplifted and things like that. Like, I'm just that friend, you know what I mean? So these are things that I share with my peoples, regularly, all the time when we talk. So I'm just here to share it here with you guys out there if anybody needs to hear that today. So I'll be honest with you, I had a little rough morning real quick, and I had to just shake that shit off, you know what I mean, and be like, you know what, it's all good, keep it pushing on to the next. That's how we got to think, because we can't just sit there in what happened, because I've told you guys before, the past and the future do not exist. It's simply the present. So whatever happened this morning, it's done. It happened. There's nothing to change it. Now I have to go with the present on what is happening right now, which everything is fine right now. So I'm just giving you guys just a little, motivation for today. Keep your head up this week. I know there's a lot going on in the news. If you got to tap out, tap the fuck out. You know what I mean? Turn that TV off. Turn your social media off. I've had to do that for the past couple of weeks. Like, I would tap in here and there, but I wasn't really on it like that, because I just wanted a break. Like, sometimes your feed can get a little too much, and I don't want to see these certain things. So that's it, y'all. Y'all have a beautiful Monday. You guys have a beautiful week. Keep your head up, stay strong, and let's just conquer this week. And again, you are not your emotions. Take control of them little fucking crackheads in there. Peace out.